What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, weirdos? It's your boy Raindrop, Raindog, Rain Drizzle, and my co-host, co-captain, Cult Conspirator, Uncle Juju.
What is up, guys?
And our tech man, Chris.
Ayo.
How's everybody doing? Welcome back to Bxtv, aka Back from Hell, your Spotify/YouTube podcast where we bring you everything you didn't know you needed to know. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody who's been watching recently. Our YouTube has only been going up in views, so make sure you drop a subscribe and a comment and all that good shit down below and a thumbs up. You already know what I'm saying. But Juju, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. Chilling. We did a good stream. Now we're back on for our weekly journey. You know?
Now we're cooking.
Yeah.
Brain Dead XTV. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I appreciate everybody, and I appreciate you and Chris. And if you guys don't know, we like to jump right into it with a thing we call Comic Book of the Week, where we talk about two different books. Juju picks one, I pick one. We put them on a chopping block, and they get a grade of 1 through 10 based on their art and their story. And sometimes we pick random ones. Sometimes we pick big keys. And we just kind of want to give our take, and if it's worth it or if what we thought. And yeah. So if you want to hear like long descriptions, go follow us on Twitch at BrainDeadXTV. Though we do on those lives, we do a little bit longer of a breakdown.
Word. So as tradition, we'll go first.
Yeah.
My comic book of the week is Tales of Suspense number 39. It was released in 1959. It's a Stan Lee. I believe Jack Kirby did the cover. Steve Ditko did the art involved with that.
Steve Ditko, Don Heck, and Gene Colan.
That's right.
Maybe this is why he has it.
Yes. So this is the intro to Iron Man.
Okay.
This is his debut, and
he's silver.
Yes, this is this is the first Iron Man suit, the very first Iron Man suit he develops, and off rip, story wise. 9 out of 10 because instead of doing the like plate in the chest, he has to wear the armor. He has to wear the armor to live because it's got like all the magnets and shit that are pulling the shrapnel. There is no arc reactor in this.
It's just the suit.
It's just the suit that's keeping him alive. And
damn, so he's kind of like the dude from. That's crazy.
Yeah, and instead of getting blown up in Afghanistan, he gets blown up in Vietnam.
I mean, that's like Punisher.
Funny. Yeah.
Like all those books, they all like, if you go read an old Punisher book, they're all like
all Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's a Nam vet. Like,
and
because in the new show, he's a Afghanistan vet, which is like no figure, right? Like,
here's kind of another funny, like weird story thing. He's only Tony Stark for like a panel where he's like on the beach and everybody's like looking, be like, "Oh, isn't that like the hottest thing since Rock Hudson?"
Yeah.
And there's like it's like, "Oh, the Riviera is blah blah blah," and then he goes to Vietnam. There's no like him being a millionaire playboy bachelor. It's just him being an inventor that goes to test a product.
Yeah, and then it fucks up.
So, like. There was that. The writing seemed very much just like, I must do this because the Iron Man can, take vengeance. Like. But again, this is like this is Tales of Suspense for kids.
So hear me out though. Do you think what Iron Man has become is for the better?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. I think they fleshed him out so much better in the more recent ones than this, because the thing about this book is that the Iron Man story is the first one out of like 3 or 4. There are like 3 or 4 other ones that I don't have time to talk about, and they're not really important.
Okay, but this is his first appearance.
This is his first appearance. The art is just screams late 50s, early 60s.
Yeah, I get
so.
The cover.
Yeah.
The cover looks like a toy ad. It looks like an old 1950s toy ad.
And there are a lot of fucking ads in this, by the way. Like,
Oh, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, go ahead, do this, and then we'll get into this.
Yeah. So the art, I honestly, I give it a 9 for being 1959 because they were trying to do something just radically different and very cool looking. I give the story wise, I give it a 7 because even for that time period, it felt stilted. Like, you know, like stilted.
Okay.
You know, like, you killed my professor friend. I have to go and defeat you now.
Yeah, but it's 1950s.
Yeah.
Like, he's a robotic man. Like, they gotta, you know, like, you can't make him do some kind of, like, you can't make him be soft.
No.
You gotta make him, like, a good bad guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because vengeance is never good, but it's good.
Yeah, and he's like, you know, I've defeated, you know, the main villain who's some Vietnamese terrorist. Their words, not mine.
Yeah.
I would phrase it differently, but
it was the 1950s.
Yeah, this was like in the middle of the Vietnam War. So
which is crazy that like they were just writing comics about the war. Like I would have been so worried that I'd get like fucking
just like GI'd or some shit. Some G-men would show up and fuck your shit
or
up.
like just the US government would show up and be like, "What the fuck do you think you're doing?" Like writing propaganda.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, shout out them for doing it.
Yes.
But like, it's just like you would have like. It's kind of.
By the way, they never present the war as like a good thing. Yeah, by the way, he starts off. He's literally an inventor who makes weapons.
Nah, for sure. So overall, you said you give the writing a 9.
I give the art a 9. I give the writing a solid 8.
Okay. That's not bad. I'll take that for the Tales of Suspense Iron Man. So Tales of Suspense number 39.
Yes.
Okay, 1959. Old as fuck.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is one of Stan Lee's earliest. I really want to know what's like the first Stan Lee comic book that he ever did. Yeah, please.
Yeah, that's tight. Fucking my comic book of the week was a bitch. I picked up like 4 different books and like was not in the mood to read, and I started like a page or 3 on each, and then just like closed them. I was like, I don't want to read these right now. Like I want to read them, but not right now. And I did it with 3 books, and then I was like, you know what, dude? I'm gonna read Spider-Man 300.
Yep.
Chris, can you give me who wrote and did Spider-Man 300?
Yeah, David. Michel.
That's what I thought.
Writer David.
Yeah.
Stan Lee was Captain America Comics number 3, Captain America Foil Raiders Revenge.
I'm gonna look that up. That's coming down the pipeline.
All right. But yeah, I picked Amazing Spider-Man 300. It was a staple issue. The cover alone has the black suit on it. It's fucking huge. It's one of the most graded books at CGC, if I'm correct. But either or, fucking immediately, dude. I'm gonna tell you, I understand why people love this book. Mine's a facsimile, you know what I mean? It's a reprint from 2023. I also have the foil though, so don't hold me. But I understand. It's just wow, like all the way wow. Like the art, like the writing, like it's very timeless if you like Spider-Man and Venom. You know what I mean? Like it is just to the T. Like Venom is hunting down Peter Parker the whole time. Fucking like off in the very rip. You know, Mary Jane is terrified because it starts off that Venom was just like had her like cornered in their apartment because he figured out who Spider-Man was because Venom knows who Spider-Man is because they were toasted. Either way though, it's like the terror she has for Venom. Like they portrayed Venom so well as this like terrifying monster, like in the 19 what is it like 90 394. I don't even fucking know when it originally came out. But dude, no, just it's a powerhouse of a fucking book.
Yeah.
Like start to finish, it is literally just Spider-Man dealing with being Spider-Man, and it is just like his like you can just see how developed he is at 300 now.
Yeah.
Like compared to before where he kind of like is figuring everything out. He's now just like he kind of knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
He's been Spider-Man for a while.
Yeah.
1988, by the way.
Holy shit.
1988. Okay.
Wow.
Hell yeah. I was off.
Fuck.
It's a great dude.
Yeah.
I recommend you read it at least once. Like, you should definitely read Spider-Man 300 at least once in your life. It was just very, like, the art is, like, it's so badass because they're just, like, in fucking Manhattan in New York. And it's just Venom and black suit Spider-Man. He's wearing the black suit because his old suit got fucked up. And Black Cat wanted him to wear a black suit because it matched her. So they were wearing black suits together. And when Venom shows up, he's now being compared. Like it's to the point where, like, at the very end of the book, Mary Jane is, like, so sad. And he's like, why are you sad? Like, everything's, like, Venom's taken care of. Like, blah, blah, blah. She's like, it's the suit. It reminds me of that scary monster. And, like, she's like, and he burns it. He burns it. And it's like, I don't know. It's just like, you can tell this was like a big pivoting, like,
yeah, it was a huge,
like this was like, all right, like for real, like what happens now?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like she gives him this like cosplay suit. She even says it. It's like a generic suit from a store, but she's like, you can use this for now, and like, and I'm guessing it's like it's just like I'm guessing the pivoting point is like, okay, he's like back to Spider-Man being Spider-Man, but as like a full-grown man, I guess, kind of deal. I don't know. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was really good. I don't want to give away too much because I want everybody to read it. I love the art, so I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 for art.
Awesome.
Writing 9 out of 10.
Nice.
It was very like late 80s, early 90s, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spider-Man. So like, what can you complain about?
Spaghetti webs.
Yes.
That's the next thing I was gonna say. All the webbing is so fire because Todd McFarlane did all the fucking
webbing.
Yeah, like, dude, I get why everybody loves that book now, though. Like even the facsimile. You know, I don't have the greatness of it being the original, but like the facsimile is just such a clean colored version of it that you can see all the nitty gritty details pretty fucking good, and you're just looking at like. It kind of takes a minute to read because you're just looking at all of this. Like when Venom is in his room, like especially for 1988, dude. Venom is in his room, like in his like abandoned like building. For 1988, they're showing like his wall with all the news clippings of Spider-Man and all that shit.
Yep.
And it's like it's so detailed. Like it's such little like the piece because it's not like a zoomed out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like a zoomed in kind of
close
like
up. So.
It's kind of like his waist is like his shoulders and up of this wall, and like they just do it so fucking. And it's not like a whole page. You know what I'm saying? It's like one bubble. So it's like one bubble on a like multiple bubble like panel page, and you're just kind of looking at it like, yo, Todd, you're cracked, bro.
Yeah.
Like you are. Like I see why you're the GOAT of this shit, dude. Like. 1988, he had everybody by the dick.
Pretty much.
Like I'm sorry if you were into comics in the late 80s and early 90s. I personally think you were so fucking blessed.
Yes.
You were so fucking blessed by what what was going to happen and become. Not even just with Todd, even Rob Liefeld, fucking Jim Lee, fucking everybody, Frank Miller, when did Alan Moore start?
Oh God, Alan Moore started in like he got big in the 80s with Watchmen. That was his big thing.
Yeah.
But I think he started with Swamp Thing.
Okay.
If memory serves me correct.
But I'm just saying, dude, like, though, like, cause I'm reading the
dude,
ads.
I'm thinking even the Crow, like.
No, dude. Okay, I'm reading the ads in this book, and it's like, okay, here, hold up. I'm not gonna open it because that's gonna be too much.
Yeah.
Basically, it was like get a 16 book subscription at 54 cents a piece. And I was like, "Oh God, I wish."
That's like $3 or $4 now,
dude. It's like $4 a piece now. Like if you're getting a deal. But I was like, dude, can you imagine you're one of those people who just spent 54 cents on a book that's now worth like a band or 5?
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean. Like it's crazy to think about.
And you're right, by the way. It's he.
Okay, so yeah, even in the 80s, like, you were fucking spoiled with Alan Moore.
Yeah.
Like, Alan Moore, and then fucking, obviously, Todd made his way on the scene, and just everybody else, dude. There's so many people. Who's your favorite?
Like, creator?
Like, just, not all time, but, like, who's, like, one of your favorite people's, like, comic books to read?
Neil Gaiman.
Neil Gaiman?
I've never picked up... and I'll even expand that to the novels that he's written, because I loved Good Omens. Overall, his comic book,
right?
Sandman... Yep. Sandman is his big one.
Rainey listens to you.
Every time he tells a story from beginning to end, it is just fucking fascinating to go on that ride. You know, and
I've heard a lot of people, like, when they go to the comic book store, like, people who are not really, like, big into, like, you can tell they don't go in comic book stores. They'll either ask for Alan Moore or Neil Gaiman's Sandman, because, like, because they're people who read, like, novels.
Yeah.
They're trying to get into, like...
Yeah, that's...
I think they realize that, like, comic books are bizarre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, novels are good. I'm not saying they're not bizarre. I love a good book. But I think they're realizing, like, they're not what everybody makes every comic book out to be. Not every comic book is, like, Iron Man.
No. And I really think, like, the first thing that jumps out to people with Sandman is, in fact, the art. But then... once you get into, like, the subtext of the actual stories that he's trying to tell, holy shit, it's just like you could get lost. I loved American Gods. I'm pretty sure that's become a graphic novel as well. Coraline, great movie. I believe also got a comic book adaptation as well.
Okay, I'm trying to get my
2002.
Yep.
Damn, so Neil Gaiman's your
Neil
favorite
Gaiman's my number one. I just
all time?
Yeah.
Okay. I think my number one of all time. Ooh. That's tough. That's tough. That's a tough cookie to crumble for your boy, cause fuck, dude. Fuck me. Why'd I propose this question? I mean, honestly,
this is the first time I've had an answer and you don't.
No, because you probably know mine. I'm gonna go ahead and say Todd.
Yep, I knew it.
I'm gonna say Todd because, like, everything I read from him, from like I'm not discrediting, like, anything new he's done, because I love the new Batman Spawn, and all that shit, but all of his, like, early, like, 90, like late 80s, early 90s Marvel stuff, I'm a big fucking sucker for. And then, like, that early, like, all of his early runs of Spawn, fucking great. Like
once he realized he had no limits.
Yeah, no, like, once he got, like, and the thing about Spawn, dude, that a lot of people don't realize, Spawn's not a revenge story.
No.
It's a love story.
Yep.
And Todd McFarlane has said that himself, that it's literally like he's coming back, and, like, he wants his life back, his wife, and, like, he doesn't even, like, really even, like, get what the fuck is going on, or, like, why he did it, and, like, it's just, and then he realizes, you know, his, like, best friend, like, one of his best friends is, like, the guy who fucked him over, and, like, it's like and then when I read like his Spider-Man runs though, it's just like there's just something about Todd that I'm like, yo, like
I fuck with you.
You really know how to connect to like you really know how to make the reader almost feel like he is actually like Spawn or Spider-Man almost. Like not necessarily them, but you almost feel like you're shadowing them on like
yeah, you're like the fly on the wall.
yeah, but not even. Almost like what's that Christmas movie? With the Scrooge?
Oh yeah,
Scrooge
Christmas Carol.
yeah. You know when he's like a ghost and he's like
Yeah.
watching back with fucking
And you can't interact, you
yeah,
can't do anything.
That's what
Yeah.
it kind of feels like to be a reader of Todd McFarlane, like in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, and that's how I genuinely like you know me, like I stand by that. I stand by that. Fucking.
By the way, I love the shout out to my favorite book of all time.
What?
Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah, nah, dude. Yeah, shout them out. I was thinking of the movie.
Like the one that comes to my mind is the Muppets Christmas Carol because that's like the closest one.
Well, I'm thinking of that. I think it was a cartoon.
There's been like a few.
No, it's
The one with Jim Carrey.
maybe. I can't remember. I just remember watching a movie a bunch of times on ABC Family.
Yeah. No, that is the Jim Carrey one. Then.
Okay, yeah. But nah, it would definitely be Todd. And then who's your second runner up?
Second runner up would probably have to be Alan Moore.
Okay.
Just because Watchmen is a book that I can sit there and reread 1,000 times and come back with 1,000 different interpretations.
I respect that.
Like one aspect that I loved about Watchmen, it was not in the movie at all, and I don't think it's even addressed, is that there's a comic book inside the comic book.
Yeah.
So in this world, superheroes are real. They're not making comic books about superheroes anymore, like at all. So what do? They do pirate stories instead. So it's just this weird, like, this universe is slightly 3 feet to the left of ours, you know?
Yeah. No,
just a little detail that you wouldn't think of in a world where superheroes are real.
Okay, yeah, no, I fuck with that heavy. I fucking my runners up at the moment, at this particular moment, is Mark Miller.
Ooh, yeah.
He's done Kick Ass, Big Game, The Nightclub, what's his fucking name?
Said Kick Ass, right?
Yeah, the fucking dude in all white. Fuck.
Oh,
Nemesis.
Yep, Nemesis, that's right.
Nemesis, a bunch of other fucking comics. But him and Tony Daniels.
Nice.
Tony Daniels is fucking fire as well. But yeah, dude. Speaking of all these comics and all these writers and all this fucking shit, being a nerd, what is your favorite one shot or mini series?
Okay, my favorite one shot had to be and will always probably be The Killing Joke.
I could have seen that one coming.
Yeah. It's a fucking phenomenal Joker story. It's also a great Batman story. The art in it is just, it's art, man.
It's a fucked up story.
It's a fucked up story
That's
too.
what you're leaving out. You're leaving out that it's
one of the most.
Yeah, it is probably the point where Batman, at least in my mind, ceased to be a thing for kids. Like irreparably.
Nah, but that happened way before that.
No, I'd say like for me in my development.
Okay, fair enough.
Like when I read that, I was just like, holy shit, they can do this. One, they can do this in comic books now, and two, like, holy shit, Batman is awesome.
Killing Joke's a good one though.
Yes.
I have a copy of that.
I think I have the hardback somewhere.
Nah, see, I got an actual. The last page is ripped, but I have an actual.
Yeah, the trade, not a trade paperback, the actual comic book.
Yeah, I have an actual issue of
The
Killing Joke. Shout out my boy Josh. Got that? Yeah, dude. Favorite one shot or miniseries? That's tough for me because the one that I want to pick is Blood Feud, Spawn Blood Feud. That's where you figure out his cape and chains are alive and shit. Or well, not I don't think that's where you figure it out, but it's a whole backstory on how they work kinda, and it's fucking crazy. It's fucking amazing actually. But I think my favorite miniseries of all time at the moment is Batman Beyond Flashpoint Beyond with Batman.
Yes.
That you're way back on the podcast. I wouldn't shut the fuck up about.
Yeah,
it.
I remember this
it's
one.
It's not like the movie Flashpoint that came out. There's a movie on HBO called Batman Beyond Flashpoint.
Yeah.
That's like the comic book.
Okay.
But that comic book was just I have it. I have even the prequel issue. I could read that every month if I had to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just so fun. It's such a fun short little read. Fucking love it, dude.
I mean there are a few Sandman ones that I liked. I just can't really name them off the top of my head because they're all collectively
Oh no, I feel you. I read a lot of miniseries actually, like Six Gun Gorilla.
Yeah,
that's amazing. That's an amazing not superhero comic. You should read that.
I think you were I remember you telling me
that was the first comic series
years ago.
Yeah, that was when I first got. That was when I very first bought comic books again. I went to Second and Charles, and they had every issue right there.
Yep.
And the covers were so fucking cool that I was I had for the price they were $1.50 each. I was I have to buy these. And
yep.
Dude, it is a great it's a reader though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's very good art. But Six Gun Gorilla is fucking dope, dude. It's very fucking emotional. There it is. There it fucking is. I have that cover. I know I know it when I see it. I need to buy some variants of it. Can you look up who wrote it?
Jeff's.
Okay.
Simon Spurrier.
Shout out Simon and Jeff because, dude, that book is so sick.
Jeff.
Okay. Dude, I'm telling you right now, though, this book is it's like cyber future space, but they're they're futuristic Civil War cowboys and shit. It's so up your alley, dude.
But it's not like steampunk or anything. Is it?
A little bit.
Okay.
Not really.
I can fuck with some steampunk.
It's more so there's these dudes from Earth or some type shit. I don't want to ruin it for you. They basically go to this planet that's completely desert. And they're in Civil War type gear and shit.
So it's like a space western.
Yeah. Okay. And then there's this giant fucking gorilla who has dual fucking pistols and smokes a cigar or blunt. I don't know which one it is. They don't really ever establish. But he is a fucking thug, and the relationship and just you're just yo, in 6 books, you're this is baller. This is such a good random fucking story. There's no it's not anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I will let you borrow this. You just have to take great care of it because it's it's one of my Todd McFarlane said he doesn't really at this point he doesn't really hunt expensive comics. He hunts
the ones he likes.
Nostalgic and stuff he likes. And Six Gun Gorilla is one of those books that's I wouldn't sell it.
They have a trade paperback of that, right?
Could you look that up? Could you go on? You could probably get it on Amazon.
Trust me, I'm not borrowing it.
I hate Amazon though. So.
I'm getting a workaround.
yeah, I get it. You're trying to find something that's He said you saw what happened with Deadpool.
19.
Okay.
Oh, dude, so worth it.
Yeah.
Dude,
actually used for.
Oh, dude.
13 used for 3.
Okay.
It's probably worth it. I got John a Berserker used, and he said the only thing is that the edges and corners look like a kid had it.
Yeah.
And he said it looked like somebody wrote on a piece of paper on top of it, so it was indented a little bit. So if you want a pristine copy, $20. But if you don't care about the cover, just go with the 3 something. And the 3 takes longer to ship usually, is what I figured out.
They're gonna make it up in their shipping.
Yeah, like, but well, no, the shipping just takes a minute. I didn't pay more shipping, is what I'm saying. I paid normal shipping. It's still Prime and everything. It was just it took a minute to actually get to me, or to John. But I think you should definitely get it, or at least get an ebook of it. If you something, dude, I want you to read it. Like,
I'm going to.
It's one of those ones that, like, if we ever make it somewhere in the world and somebody's like, what really got you back in the comics, I'd be like, Six Gun Gorilla and this one random Batman book. Like, you know what I mean? But really, Six Gun Gorilla.
I'm also curious if that is like British, kind of like the same people who did Judge Dredd.
It might be. I don't know. I don't even know who published it, to be honest.
Boom.
That explains a lot. That explains a lot, dude. It is very Boom. Like,
that is one aspect of comic books too that I am kind of getting a little fascinated by, is what's going on across the pond. You know?
Yeah, no. That is like something to think about. I don't really know. Is that the guy who did the art? Okay. Have they done anything else big? Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Juju likes Constantine.
Ooh, okay.
Did you hear recently that? Okay. All right, bet that. Did you guys hear that this new X-Men series called Gods is coming out, and apparently this was the lowest, on like the lowest amount of decrease in subscriptions they had on comics for Marvel with this new God series.
Shit.
Yeah, like, apparently it's been going down, but like this is like this is the least popular like it's ever been, apparently.
Holy shit.
Like, X-Men itself right now is just like in the shitter.
Jesus, come on, what the fuck is going on over there? Like,
this was a tweet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gossip Girl.
All right.
Can I be real? There is a little bit of a issue over at Marvel in my eyes.
Yeah.
There is a little bit. Like, some things are good and some things are just not it at all.
Yeah.
But I also believe people online swear they love these comic book people, but they just talk shit.
Yeah, all they do.
You can't find a single positive tweet of them other than being like, I like Marvel, and then the next 20 or...
Well, they're doing this. This is what Marvel sucks.
Yeah.
All right, this is what I propose here. Chris, you take Marvel. Rainey, I'm sending you over to Image.
Why Image? What'd they do?
They didn't do anything wrong. I'm sending you to Image.
Oh, okay.
I will take DC. I will take the hard one.
That's kind of the easier one. You're giving Chris the headache. Yeah, dude, you put him on the PG fucking pedestal.
I mean,
yes,
all right, fine.
That's what he's saying.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I will take the DC like live action movie shit. I will take the dumpster fire.
Okay, where are you going with this?
This is like, that's it. Like,
we're fixing.
Yeah.
I don't think Image needs a fixing.
Image doesn't need fixing, but I want you to go hang out with Todd.
Cool. All right, Chris. I don't know why. I don't know what you did to Juju, but you're about to go to work, son.
It's really came back to bite me.
Yo, if you don't follow us on Twitch, make sure you follow us at BrainDeadXTV, and also follow us on YouTube and subscribe, because we're bringing those back soon. But nah, dude, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot like that I could say positive about Marvel. I don't know, dude. I don't branch out as much in Marvel anymore because I'm more displeased than anything. Like, everybody loved that Uncanny Avengers book. It came out with a second printing, so I bought it because everybody loved it. I was fucking. I thought it was just like 8th grader bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of just seemed like a bullshit Civil War to me.
It's.
No, seriously.
Yeah, no.
With Deadpool in it.
Yeah, like it's almost as if the writer problems that Disney's having is bleeding over into Marvel.
I don't even think it's really the writer's faults. Okay, there's a few I blame. I think it's more of just like where Marvel's at, and whoever controls Marvel is probably just like, you have to be PG.
Yeah.
You know,
we have to get butts and seats.
I mean, there's certain ones that are teen, like, you know what I mean? And, like, they're not bad, but, like, I definitely catch myself reading older books over a lot of the newer things coming out. And, like, my favorite thing is ended, which is Carnage, but it's going on to other things. Like, he's kind of, like, trickling over. Yeah. But, I don't know, man.
It's almost like they took the teeth out.
Yeah, a little bit. I think really though, if you're a comic book reader, the people to be looking out for is Image, Boom, fucking
Dark Horse,
and there's this one other I can't remember the Mad Cave or Mad Bat or something like that. I can't remember the fucking name of it. It's whoever makes You've Been Canceled.
Yes.
I can't remember who does that. Yeah. You've Been Canceled is kind of like an in the cut book that apparently everybody likes though, because the newest issue has been sold out on pre-order.
Holy shit.
So if you're getting it from Third Eye, you have to get it that day or it's gonna probably be sold out.
It's gonna be gone.
No. I don't know. I get back to it. I can't remember all the top.
I think it was Mad Cave.
Dude, I honestly was just riddling off what I thought it was. I don't. I don't know, dude. Like, there's a lot of good comics out right now. You just have to be into shit. Like,
yeah.
You gotta be willing to read too. You know what I mean? Like, one comic, if it's like an ongoing series, don't expect issue 1 to be the one that's like, holy shit, brother. Like, the tides are turning.
Gotta give it a few.
Yeah, dude, imagine, like, and honestly, like, what's your opinion, Chris, on manga? Like, don't you, I feel like manga, like, there's some, like event-turning stuff because they're a little longer, I guess you could say. But I feel like the deeper you go in those books, the way fucking nuttier they get.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. But if the story doesn't, like, catch you within the first few issues, then
not for you. Yeah, 100%.
And not every... I realized this with Stan Lee's first issues doing this for the show. Not every first issue is going to have a hook at the end.
Yeah, like, not every single one is like...
A lot of the time, I get the feeling that they wrote these first issues as kind of being
what's the best first issue of Stan Lee you've read so far?
Ooh, I have to say Incredible Hulk.
I knew you were going to say that one.
Yeah. A lot of these guys, it's like in the beginning they feel like their stories are self-contained because it's an origin story, and then like now he will go off into the wilderness to do whatever. Could be a self-contained story, or you could have a second issue. It depends on how many people bought the book at the time.
Yeah. No.
So you never really. It was like when you came out with a new character, it's a roll of the dice. You never really know if they're going to be popular or not. You know.
Yo, if I'm correct, Thunderbolt Ross was in the first issue of Incredible Hulk.
Yes, he is. He's the general.
Yeah, dude. I didn't like realize that until I read something the other day, and I was like, damn, bro, they thugged out hard. They really you don't realize like Todd McFarlane did this with Spawn so hardcore, and what's the guy's name who writes Invincible and Walking Dead?
Kirkman.
Yeah, Robert Kirkham.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He is so good at this too. They plant seeds so early in stories that don't like it almost is like they don't even know what they're gonna do with it yet, but they just throw the option out there by putting these people and things in place.
Say it's like they don't know what they're gonna do with it yet, but I will say for at least I know Kirkham, and I would assume for the others, they definitely have at least like a storyboard down of like idea where they're gonna have like plot twists.
But you know what I'm saying, like I'm saying like either way, like you as the reader may not know, like, but you're right.
They have a definite feel for that.
Unlike my friend George Lucas.
Yeah.
I planned it out. Did you? It kind of seems like you were making it up as you were going along.
Yeah, Star Wars, right?
Yes.
Star Wars is the funniest fucking like layout of movies ever. Like and as it grows, it gets worse.
Yes.
It's like yo, cuz now it's almost like you could watch these like prequel shows.
Yep.
And then you have to go back and watch this like shitty fucking
sci-fi.
Yeah, like this old shitty sci-fi movie now, and it's like, yo, y'all did not do like. I mean, but don't get me wrong.
The classics are classics.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, it's better. I'm telling you, objectively, as a Star Trek fan, it's better than Star Trek. The good to bad movie ratio for Star Wars is not nearly as bad as every other movie being fucking terrible and one being worse than the other. Motion picture sucked ass. Search for Spock sucked ass. The Voyage, what was it? Not the Voyage Home, but Star Trek V, the one with the Final Frontier, I think it's called. A worst of the fucking series, by the way. It's literally every odd number movie is bad.
Are you sure you appreciate anything Star Trek I give you? I'm just making sure.
I do. That's why I'm like, I can laugh at that because it's an honest criticism that came from Star Wars fans. Like, for many years.
Dude, who did I get you the figure of?
Captain Picard.
I remember where the
Jean-Luc Picard.
Yo, I don't remember where the fuck I was at. I've been thinking about that since the other day. What was that, last night?
Yep.
Or Wednesday? I think it was last night. I've been thinking about that since last night. I want to say I was at Con, like at one of the Richmond Raceway ones.
Yeah.
I think I was there with Emma. And I saw it, and it was like low-key dumb cheap, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I know the perfect person to appreciate this fucking well-kept like fucking action figure." You know what I mean? What did you do with it?
It is currently sitting on my desk, waiting to be tacked onto my wall.
Okay, nice.
It used to live in the car because I was my co-captain for a while, but I got rid of the
HOV lane.
Yeah.
Is that what you said, yo? He gets pulled over. And he's so he just does this. How do you
on
do
your
it?
way, Captain?
Yeah.
Live long and prosper, baby.
And he just gives you a nod. Yo, I'd be so weak.
Dude, all right, I got a funny story about that actually. So when Game of Thrones was like big, when Jon Snow got stabbed, right?
Yeah.
Kit Harington got pulled over by a Scottish policeman, and the cop came up to his window and was like, "All right, I'm gonna let you go, but I just gotta know one thing. Do you live?" And he just like he looked at him and just nodded. And he was like, "On your way, Lord Commander."
Do you live? Nods. Yo, I wouldn't have wanted to know. I feel like, oh my god, yo.
Actually, Charles Dance, who played the Lannister, Tywin Lannister, got told of his death on the subway by like an old lady.
Wait, what?
So he didn't read the books when they did the show.
Oh.
So she told him he was gonna die and how on like the tube.
Doesn't die though. Does
Yeah,
he?
he gets shot by Tyrion Lannister in the fucking privy. In like the shitter.
Oh, I thought you said Tyrion.
No,
died.
Tywin.
Tywin. Yes, no, he does die on the shitter.
Yeah.
Tyrion's like half drunk, isn't he? And
Yes.
he shoots him with the fucking crossbow.
Yep.
Fucking shit.
Yeah.
I guess that was after they
Yo, that was honestly one of my favorite scenes in the whole
Yes.
fucking show. I was like, my man is a thug. Also, that guy was a fucking bastard.
Yes.
Like, what a fucking asshole.
Dude,
Like, what? You're literally just a prick to your son because he's
and then
short.
you're gonna take your son's
Yeah.
woman? Like, fuck you, bro. I hope it was painful. I hope you shit yourself on the way out, man. Like,
Yo, get the fuck out of here.
my favorite scene though is when Tyrion's on trial and they bring in like Shay to come and testify, and he just basically is like, "I fucking hate all of you. Like, I will let the gods decide my fate." I'm like, oh,
And he lives.
yeah.
Spoiler alert.
By the skin of his teeth.
I really love any shot of the wall. Like a full panel shot, like a full screen shot of like the wall, like what its entirety actually is. It was so badass, dude. I recreated on Minecraft for the 15th time. I'm telling you that because I did, and I'm very proud of it.
Which, by the way, there were crazy fucks who were like, "Oh my god, I would love to live in Westeros." No, you wouldn't. You would be dead in like 5 minutes.
Fuck no, that's like being like, I want to live in Rome.
No.
Yeah,
I like air conditioning and flushing toilets.
You want to be a pilgrim? You learn how to do math. You learn how to solve a math equation before everybody. You're a witch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You just happen to know that there'll be an eclipse one day.
To the stake.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're gonna, dude. Oh fuck no, bro. Fuck that. Fuck that. I was thinking about how when I grew up, like I remember like early on, like the whole map questing thing.
Yes.
Like you parents actually had to like read street signs and like dude, fuck that. That shit was probably so ass.
Oh, dude.
Like not that like you don't have to read street signs now, but the GPS literally would tell you next light.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
turn right. You've missed your turn.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I'm saying, dude? Like we're so dumbified almost.
Yeah. And Siri is just so fucking polite.
Yeah.
If you've gone past the train tracks, you've gone too far.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here, you know? That's so fucked. That is so fucked. I've been wanting to ride a train recently.
Aw.
I like the train. Like I like a coffee I like being on the train with a coffee. And now I'll probably, you know what I'll do? Instead of listening to podcasts while I sit on the train, I will probably I will more than likely read comic books and listen to EDM. Like
Yeah, hell yeah.
Tron.
Yeah, like Tron Legacy type shit.
Oh, man.
You're the reason I started listening to that though, because I'd always be in your car, and you'd be fucking listening to it.
Dude, the Tron. My fandom of Tron came from Kingdom Hearts because I found out it was going to be a world on Kingdom Hearts 2. So it's like, well, if I'm going to beat this level, I should probably know what it's about.
You know what game comes out in fucking October? You know?
No.
Hellboy.
That's right. Fuck me.
Hellboy.
Yes.
Dude. On your console, on Steam. Oh, I have it on my wish list. I think it's only gonna be like $30-something bucks. I could be wrong.
I may go out and buy it.
Yeah, I kind of do. Like, I had to buy it on Steam, but I might just buy a actual copy to try and get. You know who voiced him?
Isn't it Lance?
Lance Riddick.
That's
That's so fucking tight. That's so. Rest in peace, dude. Rest in fucking peace. Yeah, so like from what I understand, you actually get to be Hellboy and like fight these people.
Yep.
And it looks fucking sick, dude. As a comic book reader and a Hellboy fan, this is gonna be dope.
Gonna be the art on it I've seen and the trailer looked fucking amazing.
Yeah, right there it says an original Hellboy BPRD story.
Yep.
So, I mean, dude, it looks just like the comic book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even when you fight and shoot in it, like if you watch the trailer and stuff, dude, I'm so hype. I'm gonna definitely stream it. I'm definitely gonna stream a playthrough of it. I got, you know, a game I got recently, Marvel Midnight Suns. The game.
Yes.
That's pretty sick.
I saw that on the store.
Yeah, that game is fun. But back to Hellboy.
Yes.
Ron Perlman recently said if he could do a Hellboy 3 with Del Toro,
He'd be down?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'm there for it.
Apparently it was like a Reddit, Twitter, like
Yeah.
conversation. What would you want to see?
Well, first of all, I want Doug Jones to be back.
He says that he needs to finish the trilogy.
Yeah.
He said it was supposed to. He said Del Toro and him said it was originally supposed to be a trilogy.
Dude, David Harbour said that doing Hellboy was the worst career move he made.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
100%, because he realized that like there were so many big fans of the original 2 movies.
Oh, you're talking about the guy who did the new
Yeah, the guy who did the new one.
I didn't know that was the guy who did the new
sorry.
one.
He's also in Stranger Things. He plays the sheriff.
Oh shit. That's the guy who plays fucking Hellboy?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
And I did see that movie.
Yeah.
It's bad.
That's what Chris said.
Yeah, very bad. I hate when they shoehorn King Arthur and shit. Like,
oh, God.
I'm over it. I get it. Merlin, wizard, sword, Excalibur, evil witch. Fine. Those stories are cool when they're done on their own. Don't shoehorn that shit into fucking Transformers. Don't shoehorn that shit into Hellboy.
Yeah,
you could have come up with something really fucking cool, like, I don't know, a vial that has like the blood of Lucifer in it or some shit like that. It could have been a really interesting MacGuffin, but no, it's body parts of a fucking witch that if she comes back, she brings demons. What? And
well, no, that happens in Hellboy the Hunt or whatever, that book I'm reading.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I don't know if it's her body parts, but like it's like her body's in this box.
Yeah.
And if she like comes back to life, she like
I think it's like she's something the red something.
Yeah,
red, she's like a vampire.
Yeah.
That
I haven't finished the story.
That I get.
Okay.
Demon witch? That's what you're going with. You went from elves and fucking trolls and a golden indestructible army with some really cool paranormal shit tied into it, because I love the fucking tooth fairies and stuff.
Yeah.
That was fucking great. I actually like Hellboy 2 more than I like Hellboy 1. That may be travesty, but that's just my opinion.
I mean, I like the second Batman by Nolan more than I like the other one.
And I mean, I like Batman Returns more than I like Batman 89. But like for Hellboy 3 to come back, like Selma Blair is in such bad shape, she wouldn't be able to come back.
Yeah.
You gotta bring back Doug Jones. You have to do some really cool shit with the makeup and the fucking like animatronic shit that they did in the first 2 and Pan's Labyrinth. I want it to be a dark story. I want it to be sort of supernatural, maybe even like a self-contained kind of thing, not like a world ender.
Yeah, like City.
Yeah, or maybe even just like a. This is gonna sound really weird saying it on mic, but hear me out. Even like a good ghost hunt.
Okay.
Like a scary ass fucking castle somewhere, and Hellboy has to deal with like paranormal entities and also like monsters because it's a Hellboy movie.
Yeah. I'm following what you're putting down.
Like, maybe has to go after some like the ghost of Rasputin would be a great villain because he's already kind of dead from the first movie, and he's now like some evil Force Ghost Jedi thing. Cool. Like, is that objectively better than Demon Witch? I don't know. But
probably not.
I mean, because like Rasputin is such a huge Hellboy villain, it
No, I
kind
know.
of doesn't make sense to use them more than once.
Yeah. I get what you're
No,
saying.
it doesn't make sense to not use them
them.
more than
Yeah,
once.
that's what I figured you meant.
Yeah.
No, I get what you're putting down. I love Hellboy. I'm just really hyped for this. So yeah, I mean, hopefully, if the game does really well, maybe they'll think about like, I mean, but
I mean, what is
Perlman's old though,
true?
but he's still acting and like doing his
yeah.
shit.
And I mean, it could be kind of cool to see an elder, like more gruff, kind of rougher around the edges Hellboy. Like,
Okay, yeah,
maybe
like,
some real bad shit has happened in the last.
yeah, he's like actually aged and
yeah, like Liz took the kids and went to her sisters.
yeah, oh my god, yeah. He's driving a station wagon.
Yeah, like Abe Sapien is like working on some sort of aquatic shit somewhere. Nobody's really in connection. Like, bring back Krause. I liked him. I liked Seth MacFarlane's ghost character in that. Like, he could be kind of the catalyst of whatever events happen. Okay. Just saying, like.
Just side note, I just Upstream Arcade, the people. Well, it's a group of people that worked on both Fable and Black and White 2. Black and White 2.
Okay, hell yeah, so that's promising.
And the Fable, I loved Fable.
Yeah, no, that's very promising. I like that.
I went evil very quickly. Like, surprisingly quickly in that game.
Black and White 2 is basically the closest thing to a god simulator.
Okay, I'm going to check that out. I'm going to look up gameplay of that.
Classic.
I'm interested.
You could have like a giant, like cryptid, pretty much, like a giant wolf or a giant like panda or whatever else, and it would shit on your plants, and you'd use it as fertilizer.
Okay.
All right.
What the fuck? This sounds wild. What the fuck?
And Mark Hamill comes out to get fucking green milk out of it.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, well, I'm even more hyped now, though. I am actually very hyped that somebody who knows what they're doing working on this. Speaking of new things, though, with much excitement, anybody who knows us here on Bxtv, we love The Walking Dead.
Yep.
And we loved the Negan and Maggie spin-off show. And coming out Sunday today, I guess when you guys watch this, I'll try and put this out like before The Walking Dead comes out. The Daryl show.
Yes.
Daryl show comes out today.
Yep.
We've been waiting for this one. I like how they didn't wait too long to put out another show. They were like, Negan Maggie's done. All right.
I also love how AMC was like, hey, SAG-AFTRA, we're not really doing anything with our streaming shit, so like we'll go ahead and just acquiesce to whatever you want.
Yeah.
Can we get back on schedule? Because like we got this Daryl show.
Yeah, no, they were like, bro, like, we'll give you what you want.
Yeah.
It's good.
I think it's gonna be fun. I also think it's going to be very, and I say this, dark, but not like at night dark. It's gonna be like intense. It's gonna be how the fuck did I get here kind of shit. Well,
Well, for nobody who knows, Daryl is gonna be in Paris, if I'm correct.
Which, by the way, kind of looks like The Walking Dead these days, anyway. But,
Jesus fuck, dude. Fucking.
Vive la France.
He like washes up on shore in Paris or some shit like that.
Yep.
And apparently, there's rumors to have a new walker being introduced. A new type of walker. I saw that on Twitter. Who knows if that's true? I'm looking forward to that. If so, I love when they, because at the end of the Walking Dead's actual series, the walkers started being able to open doors, climb, and run. And
also like attach themselves to each other.
That was in the Negan and Maggie show.
Yeah.
I'm saying at the end of like the actual show, the mainline show.
Yeah.
They had walkers literally opening doors and climbing up ladders and like all that shit. And they were like, yeah, I've seen runners out there and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if like anything like that is gonna come into play. Like you said too,
Yeah.
though. Imagine like a runner that's like attached to like another zombie, and
Yeah.
like could get crazy for Daryl in Paris. I think it's gonna be a little bit slower of a start though.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be like Negan and Maggie like full fucking force.
I also think it's gonna be a lot of just him.
Oh, I think it's gonna be a personal.
Yeah,
Like
I
a
think
personal show.
it's gonna get. I honestly kind of get the feeling that they're gonna pull kind of a 28 Days Later vibe, where it's like maybe the walkers are a huge fucking threat, but there's also not as many people. You know, like it's
I have a theory right now.
sure.
Off rip, there's gonna be one new person, because I guarantee you, when he washes up on shore, somebody's gonna
be there.
yeah,
Yeah.
like whenever he wakes up, somebody's gonna wake up and help him. I I will bet you that on Wednesday, if I am wrong, I will buy you a comic of your choice.
I will match your bet. And throw in two other things.
Okay.
One,
That you think is gonna happen?
yes, at some point, either in this episode or in the show, they're going in the catacombs. The catacombs of Paris.
Well, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't take that bet because I agree with that one.
The other thing is that there is going to be significantly less gunplay involved, because I guarantee you the only people that have guns in Paris, or at least in Europe, are the military, and they may not be doing so well.
True.
Because it's not like here where you can go down to like any trailer park that's been cleared out already,
God,
and just like walk out
Get
with
the
a fucking
fuck outta
guns and ammo show,
Yeah.
Like there's gonna be a lot of hand-to-hand shit. There's gonna be a lot of improvised weapons. I'm talking like real apocalyptic, like
I'm
no
hyped
guns.
For that. Like some Dead Rising type
yeah.
shit. Like build a weapon type beat.
Yep.
Be handy mandy with the shit. Household items become weapons real quick.
Yep.
I love that. Like I love that, dude. I actually hope that's the case.
Yes.
I really do hope that's the case.
I also hope that they steal some shit from a fucking museum. Like
that would be cool. That would definitely be funny. A little twist on things. I definitely think you're gonna see the Eiffel Tower at some point.
Oh yeah, I think there's gonna be like at some point like walkers are trying to fucking crawl up it. They're just like,
Yeah, just plant like in New York when they're falling.
Yeah.
Skyscrapers, dude.
Yep.
That was actually gnarly. I did not expect them to do that. Raining
Yep.
zombies. That was actually wild.
Although that, like, if they did one episode where it's like a bunch of people got stuck up there, like while the fucking zombie apocalypse is happening, that would be pretty fucking cool.
That would be wild. Yo, Chris, what time we sitting at? Oh, nice. Well, everybody, I hate to be abrupt, but if you liked what you heard, make sure you drop a like, a comment, and a subscribe, and a follow on Spotify and on Twitch at Bxtv. And just know we'll try and drop this before The Walking Dead comes out today.
Yep.
If not, tap in next week. We'll be talking about Daryl probably a little
Yep.
bit. I would imagine either here or on Twitch, maybe even YouTube Live. I don't know. But yeah, just remember, dudes, never offended and always recommended, my guys. Later.